Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on November 25, 2022. Idaho murders, live, update on possible link to Salem, Oregon stabbing sparks new theories in Moscow mystery. The Independent, cops probe link between Idaho murders and similar Oregon stabbing of couple in their beds last year. Daily Mail, expert says killer who brutally stabbed 4 students could be an obsessed stalker. The Mirror, from campus to club to crime scene, what happened in the Idaho murder victim's final hours. The Independent, police, University of Idaho murder victim may have had a stalker. Weapons industry booms as Eastern Europe arms Ukraine. Point of no return, Chris Packham leads calls for Rishi Sunak to attend COP15. French MP pulls bullfighting ban bill during debate. BBC, French bid to ban bullfighting dropped amid obstruction in Parliament. France 24 English, bullfighters in France fear ban on their art. Reuters, bullfighting is still big in the south of France, waiting to spoil a good holiday. The Telegraph, French lawmakers to vote on bullfighting ban. Left-wing Brazilians hope to reclaim football jersey from Bolsonaro movement. The Guardian, this World Cup needed Brazil and Brazil might just need Richarlison more than Neymar. Football 365, fake news and fascism, how Brazil fell out of love with Neymar. The Telegraph, swag or success. Why Brazilian football is loved across the world. Al Jazeera English, Candice Swainpool shows off midriff while cheering Brazil to victory at World Cup opener in Qatar. Charles Darwin, autograph document could fetch record price. Ukraine war, the race to rebuild infrastructure in Kherson. Climate activists glue themselves to runway at Berlin airport. Sky News, Berlin airport briefly shut down by climate protesters. DW, English, Berlin airport runways reopen after 2-hour delay due to protest by climate activists. Anadolu Agency, English, Berlin airport resumes normal operations after climate protest. International News, English News. WION, Watch, climate activists glue themselves to airport runway, paralyze air traffic in Berlin. Colorado Springs shooting, live, nightclub co-owner blames shooting on new type of right-wing hate. The Independent, Club Q was an inclusive, welcoming space for everyone. Its assault is an attack on us all. The Guardian, Colorado shooting a moment of crisis for LGBTQ community. MSNBC, gay club owner, shooting comes amid a new type of hate. The Independent, Colorado shooting, 6 minutes of horror in Club Q. Donald Trump sued as New York Adult Survivors Act takes effect. BBC, USA News Live, US News Today, Republicans, Trump is accused of rape, English News Live. CNN News 18, E. Jean Carroll files new rape lawsuit against Trump under New York's Adult Survivors Act. The Independent, E. Jean Carroll sues Trump for battery and defamation under new law. Islamic State, Kurdish forces threaten to stop guarding camps. BBC, Turkey threatens to launch ground offensive into Kurdish-controlled Syria. DW News. DW News, Turkish air attacks on Syria threaten U.S. personnel. Pentagon. Al Jazeera English, Turkish strikes target Kurdish forces guarding Syrian detention camp. France 24 English, Turkey will launch Syria ground operation after strikes. Erdogan. Top Iran footballer arrested at club for spreading propaganda against the state. The Guardian, top Iranian footballer Voria Ghafouri arrested by regime security forces at training session 4. The Sun, Iran arrests footballer for criticizing the government and spreading propaganda. Daily Mail, Iranian footballer arrested by authorities days after national team World Cup protest. Sport Bible, Iran arrests star soccer player for propagandizing against regime. Australia, 5-year-old rescued from python by dad and elderly grandad. BBC, Australia, python bites, drags child into pool. Iran protests, UN fact-finding mission to investigate crackdown. BBC, Iran is experiencing human rights crisis with at least 300 killed, UN says. BBC News. BBC News, Iran protests, UN Council votes to investigate human rights abuses. The Guardian, UN Rights Council moves to investigate Iran's protest crackdown. Al Jazeera English, Iran, landmark UN fact-finding mission marks long-awaited turning point in tackling systematic impunity. Walmart shooting, latest, Andre Bing, targeted, specific victims in Chesapeake rampage, witness says. The Independent, manager-turned-killer had a grudge against my son, says mother of Walmart victim. The Telegraph, hear what the Walmart shooter told this survivor. CNN, how a weird and eccentric night manager came to commit mass murder, what happened at Chesapeake Walmart. The Independent, U.S. shooting, 6 killed in a Virginia Walmart supermarket. Colombian judge caught smoking in bed in her underwear during Zoom hearing. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.